And one thing that you got to do, you got to change the way that you dress. Because right now, he like it. So you like the way that she's dressing now. You like the way that she's dressing now.
It's okay, but
it's
now
okay.
I know that's the thing, guys. Because
everybody, are you okay with that? Yes or no?
No, I say it's okay.
Why is it okay to see every single all of your wife's goodies? Why is that okay?
We're not married yet.
Okay, so when she's married, then that's when you want her to dress right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Make it make sense.
It don't make any sense.
So what's taking you so long? Because he proposed like a year.
No, we have a date. So it's
Special day.
5/5/25.
Okay, why? Who picked the date? Was that you or her?
It was kind of mutual.
It was kind of mutual? Okay, but who suggested it first? You or her? Okay, so you did. Watch this. Give me that in
It's been 2 years.
Judges. But why 2 years though? Why?
That's my question.
It's a lie.
I was
it's
ready.
a lie.
So he's been pushing
We
off.
trying to make it.
So he's been pushing it off. Okay, so now one thing that you said that if you're not married to him, you don't have to submit to him.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
At least that's one thing that I heard.
That's probably what y'all understood. That's not what I'm saying. I've been submitting since day one. He knows that.
Okay.
We both been giving him stops.
Right.
Been changing.
Now hold on. You've been doing a lot of the talking. I want to ask him the
I'm
question.
always the talker.
So does she submit to you?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. Give me that in Judges chapter 5 and verse 9. This is the mindset of some of our sisters, our foremothers that's in the Bible, right? And one thing that you got to do, you got to change the way that you dress. Because right now, he like it. So you like the way that she's dressing now. You like the way that she's dressing now.
It's okay, but
it's
now
okay.
I know that's the thing, guys. Because
everybody, are you okay with that? Yes or no?
No, I say it's okay.
Why is it okay to see every single all of your wife's goodies? Why is that okay?
We're not married yet.
Okay, so when she's married, then that's when you want her to dress right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Make it make sense.
It don't make any sense.
Because you know what it is? Because you haven't claimed the God or the power that God wants you to claim. Because as a man, you control everything on the planet Earth. That's one thing that you got to understand. You dictate every single thing that goes on in your house. If that's your baby mom's or whatever maybe, you have the ability to tell her what to wear, when does she go out, X, Y, Z, because you know what that is? That's called responsibility, and some of our black men, we shy away from that.
But that's the thing though, you know, it's hard to change somebody.
No, it's not. Watch this, because she said, no, it's not, because you know what she said? You know what she said? She said that she is willing to submit. So now the way that you find out if she was willing to submit,
in the Bible?
Watch this. No, she got to do the actions. Now, based off of her actions, if she doesn't do that, then you know what type of woman you got. Read that.
The book of Judges, chapter 5 and verse 9. My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people.
So one thing that our sisters always did, they always submitted, they always offered themselves to the man, whether it's their husband, their father, or any other man would be able to look out for them. I'm sorry, any other man would be able to look out for them and say, no, sister, you can't do this. Because ultimately, we are the guide and we are the protection. Give me that. Give me that in Sirach. Hedge. Go ahead.
What about my question?
What's your question?
Does the Bible say you can change someone?
No,
how they feel, how they talk.
No, you can't. You can't change anybody, but you could demand it and you could require it. Now, if she loves you enough, then she's gonna submit to what you say, and that's one thing that you're scared about. Because one thing that you're scared of is actually claiming that power that God has given you. You don't want to be alone. That's what I'm gonna just keep it G. Because you don't want to be alone.
Or don't want to break a family.
You don't want to break a family because you know what you're telling me? She's not really submissive. That's one thing that you just told me without you directly telling me that. That's one thing that you just told me. Do I lie? See, you can't speak the truth even in front of her. And that's the reason why it's been 2 years, based on what I gathered and what I've been listening, it's been 2 years and she picked the date. Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 25.
Where he at?
Where no hedges,
Where he at?
the possession is spoiled.
So God says this, there is no hedge, meaning there is no leaders, there's nobody that's willing to take up that responsibility. What happens?
The possession is spoiled.
The possession, she's supposed to be your possession, but what you're doing, you're destroying her slowly but surely. Look how she comes out. Now, if a man would just touch her or just grab her, now what you gotta do? You gotta fight a nigga, you gotta shoot a nigga, you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff because you didn't want to take on that responsibility of you being that man and tell her, hell no, you ain't going out like that. That's one thing you gotta understand. Christianity has made us soft. But God has called you to be a God on the planet Earth, and God has called you to be a man. Because right now, hold on, sis, we having a man-to-man conversation. Because I got to deal with him first, and then he gonna get you together. That's what's gonna happen, and then he's gonna get you together. 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. Because I'm here to focus on you, and then you do with the information that God has given you to get your wife in order.
Right.
Because I can't get her in order for you. But if she loves you enough, the things that you do require of her, she's gonna eventually do. Now, if she doesn't want to do that, then you know what type of woman you have, and guess what? You just don't have to suffer. You just don't have to do what you gotta do. Watch this. Read.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth.
Listen. This is what it means to be a man in God's eyes. Watch this.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Show thyself a man. So God is, King David is giving instruction to King Solomon on how to be a man. Because a lot of us, we don't know what it means to be a man. A lot of us, we've been sagging our pants. A lot of us, we've been smoking weed. A lot of us think the different type of women that we able to hit, the different type of women that we're able to get, we think that's what makes us a man. It makes us feel good. But not knowing we making these women whores out here. We making them baby mothers out here. That's the reason why some of these women, they don't respect the so-called black man, because we are out of order. Read that.
I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments.
So what it means to be a man is finally you keeping the commandments of God. That means you having a beard on your face. Because I know it don't sound cool. I know you reading the Bible, that shit don't sound cool. But that's the only thing that's going to save your life, that's going to save your kid's life, and that's going to save your marriage. Because one thing about us as people, we care too much about what other people think about us. That's the reason why we drive the type of cars that we drive. That's the reason why we go after the type of women that we go after. Mainly because we are trying to oppress everybody else that don't give a damn about us, instead of us caring about God.
Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ, bless Bishop Nathaniel here. Hey, March 2025, we're going to have a Land Blitz fundraiser. So what I need you all to do is hit the QR code, whatever that thing is right there, fill it out on all our social media platforms, because we blitzing. We need this land. We got to get this fundraiser done, Israel. I'm trusting you. Get it done.
Cap, what's a Land Blitz fundraiser? Exactly what it is. We blitzing for the land. One day, with a large goal, we're gonna raise the funds for the land. That's my goal, that's my mission, and we're gonna make it happen. And I need your help to get it done. There's a link on the Bishop's Instagram and all of our social medias. Click on that link and fill it out. What you're going to do is, you're going to estimate what amount of donation you can make on this one day. On that day, you can also make random donations. But those of you that are watching this video now, we want to get an estimate of how hard we're going to have to go when we blitz. There will also be an in-house event. Y'all remember the Journey to Freedom? This is going to be bigger and better, live from Atlanta. You better get your tickets now, because probably after this announcement, it's going to be sold out. Only 400 tickets. But guess what? All the funds are going to the land. So get it now. Get it now.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is